Good morning everyone and thank you for being here today. We really appreciate the opportunity to present our topic. My name is Christina and today I am presenting on behalf of my group. Our members are Agnesia Michelle, Salma Aulia, Yanerifa Maulidia, and Anissa. Today we will be discussing allowance for doubtful account, also known as cadangan kerugian piutang. This topic is important in financial accounting because it helps company estimate potential loss from uncollectible receivable. The purpose of our presentation is to explain what allowance for doubtful account is, why it is important, and how it is calculated. We aim to make this topic easier to understand through clear explanation and a simple calculation example. Our presentation will be divided into 4 parts. First, we will explain the definition of allowance for doubtful account. Second, we will discuss its importance in financial reporting. Third, we will explain calculation method. And finally, we will present a simple example along with the conclusion. Before we continue, please feel free to interrupt us if you have any question to begin the first part of our presentation. I would like to invite our second speaker, Agnesia Michelle, who will explain the definition of allowance for doubtful accounts. Please welcome Agnesia Michelle.
Thank you, Christina. Now I will explain the definition of allowance for doubtful account. Allowance for doubtful account refers to an estimate of account receivable that are expected to be uncollectible. This account is classified as a contra asset, meaning it reduces account receivable on the balance sheet. In other words, it represents the company anticipation that not all customers will be able to pay their debts. This estimation is made based on past experience and current customer condition.
Excuse me, can I ask a question? Does allowance for the full account mean the receivable is already written off?
That is good question. No, it doesn't mean the receivable is written off. It is only an estimation, not an actual loss yet. Does that answer your question? Alright, to continue our presentation, I would like to invite Salma Aulia, who will explain why allowance for doubtful account is important. Please welcome Salma Aulia.
Thank you, Michelle. Now I will explain the importance of allowance for doubtful account. This allowance is important because it helps present financial statement fairly and accurately. Without this allowance, account receivable and net income may be overstated. By recognizing potential loss early, company apply the matching principle where expense are recorded in the same period as the related revenue. This makes financial information more reliable for users such as investor, creditor, and management.
Excuse me, I want to ask a question. Why is the estimation important for investor?
Because investors rely on accurate profit and asset values to make decisions. If receivables are overstated, the company's performance may look better than it actually is. Is that clear? Thank you. Now I would like to invite Yan to explain the methods used to calculate allowance for doubtful accounts.
Thank you, Salma. Now I will explain one method used to calculate
which is the percentage method. In this method, bottom expense is estimated as a percentage of total accounts receivable. This percentage is usually based on the company's past experience in collecting receivables. Let us look at a simple example. Assume a company has total accounts receivable of 100 million rupiah. Based on previous data, the company estimates that 5% of receivable may be uncollectible. The calculation is as follows: 100 million rupiah multiple by 5% equals 5 million rupiah. This amount represents the estimate bottom expense for the period. To connect this with a more detailed method, I will now invite Anissa to explain the aging of account receivable method along with its example and conclusion.
Thank you, Yani. Now I will explain the aging of accounts receivable method, which provides a more detailed estimation. In this method, receivables are grouped based on how long they have been outstanding. Older receivables are considered riskier and are assigned higher uncollectible percentage. Let us look at a simple example. Assume a company has total accounts receivable of 100 million rupiah. Receivables amounting to 60 million rupiah are 0 to 30 days old, with an estimated uncollectible rate of 2%, resulting in 1,200,000 rupiah. Receivables of 25 million rupiah are 31 to 60 days old, with an uncollectible rate of 5%, resulting in 1,250,000 rupiah. Receivables over 60 days amount to 15 million rupiah with an uncollectible rate of 10%, resulting in 1,500,000 rupiah. When all estimated uncollectible amounts are added together, the total allowance for double accounts is 3,950,000 rupiah. In conclusion, allowance for double accounts is an accounting estimate used to anticipate potential usage from uncollectible receivables. The percentage method provides a simple estimation, while the aging method offers a more accurate, risk-based approach. By applying these methods, companies can present accounts receivable at a realistic value and further